Hello, everybody. Good morning. I hope you're all well. Welcome to our live stream for the day. Just checking on everything, make sure we're all ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, everybody's got the times now. As I said last week, we were a little bit up and down with making sure we had everything worked out for everybody with different time zones, etc. So here we are. We're back. Just making sure, actually, that our audio is working. Hopefully my phone hasn't taken over our audio. Let me just double check. We want to make sure you guys can hear everything we're saying. Right, okay. So the screen might look very complicated behind you. Don't worry too much about it. It's pretty simple. We're actually just going to do some pyramid stuff today. So for anybody, well, hopefully everybody that's done some, we're going to go up and down a little bit. So we talked about last week doing doing some off numbers and a few building pieces and stuff like that. Something good to have as part of your training is to actually have like pyramid work. So it's going to just be pretty simple, as I say, we work a lot of the stuff that we do here around just this good training pace, good rhythm, always looking for our good flow. So first set today, we're just going to do 5 minutes. So we're doing 4 10-minute pieces, 60 seconds rest in between. The first one's just split up into 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 at 20, 5 at 22. And then our second set, we're actually just going to go up and down. So we'll just do like some ladders where we do 2 minutes. So even though that looks a bit messy, don't worry about it. We'll just go 20, 22, 20, 22, 20. Okay, 2 minutes at each one. Then the third one, we'll go 20, 22, 24, 20, 22, 24, 22, and 20. So we go up and then back down. And we do the same on the last one, which is 20, 22, 24, 26. But then we come back to 22. Okay, so I didn't want to go right back down to the bottom, but I thought we'll go just a little bit less than the 24 that we've gone up on. Okay, so pretty easy, really simple workout. It's just going to be nice, and we're just looking for that rhythm. As we say, we're always working on that increase when we go up a little bit and we come back down. That will be a good one today. It's sort of similar in a way. I was going to throw them in, but I thought we'll change it up. Is when we do the 4 minute and 1 minute changes. When you go up, you go 4 minutes at a rate, bump it up for a minute, and then you've got to come back down and get onto that rhythm. So today's a little bit like that, but a little bit shorter. Okay, and we'll be able to nail this out. So it's about that. Let's jump on. Let's do a couple of minutes of warm up. We won't need to do too much because we're going to be right into it pretty quickly. And then we're going to be right into the workout and we'll be away laughing. Okay. I hope everyone's well as well. Making sure that we're all staying safe. We're all social distancing. We're all doing our bits and pieces that we need to. That's what we're all about, making sure we're all in a good place. Okay. So just a couple of minutes. It's early here in New Zealand. Reasonably early, should I say. So just remember when you start your warm up, do it how you feel you need to. Whether you need to start off short to sort of get the backs moving, get the legs. You know, it's nice to just build it out, to build out the length, to get longer and longer. It doesn't need to be specific numbers or time at each part. We just want to get longer strokes. So by the end of our warm-up, we've been doing a good amount of time, full strokes. Really feeling to that rhythm. Trying to stay nice and loose. There's no pressure on ourselves to hit a certain number. Okay, good. Even now, just feeling that chain getting pulled forward. We're stretching the ankles. Okay, the heart rate's starting to come up. Feeling that pressure now with the push. Okay, good. Nice and limber. Okay, just doing enough. By now we should know our own bodies. We know that whatever workout we're doing, the amount of time that we need to get limber, okay, to feel ready to work, that's going to be individual for everybody. So over time, just getting that appreciation of yourself and knowing what needs to be done, okay? For me, as I say, I do 2-3 minutes, just get ready. And by the end of that, I'm pretty much on my splits, ready to go, okay? So that's the idea. Let's whip into it, okay? So, same as usual, select workout, new workout, intervals, okay? And we go on to that intervals time. So we're clicking that up to 10 minutes. And then we're going into 1 minute rest, okay? I think 1 minute rest will be perfect today. We're not going too high. So I always just leave my screen on the waiting where it's still flashing on the rest before I press OK. Just to make sure we all get on, we'll get set, ready to go. Okay. We shouldn't be overworking it. It's going to be nice rhythm, nice ratio, good flow, looking for just that really good aerobic intensity. And we're not going too high in rate. Okay, the last one we get up to 26, but by that stage we should be really good free flow with what we're doing. Okay, and you won't affect you at all in any way. Okay. Right, so I'm pressing the OK button. Getting ready to lock and load. Okay, so this first set, just 5 minutes at 20 and then 5 minutes at 22. Okay, I'll be really just on the ball with our technique, what we're trying to achieve, how we're doing it, just all the little technical pointers that we've been working on. Okay, so let's set up. Okay, here we go. Give you a couple more seconds, 5 more seconds. Are we ready? Attention. Go. There we are. We'll get into the flow. Here's our rating. So they're nice and tall. Okay. As tall as you can do it. We don't need to be ramrods and try and be bolt upright. We've all got different curvatures of the back. We've got different tightness in the shoulders. Okay, but remember, trying to stretch under that armpit. Feel it from there. Relax. Just extending out. Okay, getting drawn forward with the chain. Nice. Yep, good. Just really feel this hang. We'll focus on that for a little bit. So as we push away, let's remember the arms are just a connector. They're hanging off the handle. The feet are pushing. The arms are just hanging. Okay, try not to grip too tight. The body can hold a lot of hang strength. But if we get too much tension, try in the arms, we're really going to wear them down. Okay? And while we think about that hang, if we do it well, there'll be no way you can slam the handle into the chest. Okay? You really feel it just come to us. Brush the body around the turn. Yeah, good. Nice. Yeah, good. Good rhythm. Staying nice and loose in those shoulders. Feeling that hand. The connection. Feet, hands. Hang under the armpits. Good. Yeah, good rhythm. Okay, so it's been a really good flow. Good, nice, easy rhythm. Starting to work. Pushing some pretty good numbers. And as we change now. Just free up that finish. Up to 22. You just move quicker. Just feeling that drive now has a little bit more acceleration to it. Okay, good. Still focusing that hang and the feet. Feeling the push. You keep that handle moving around the back. Create some momentum and rhythm. Good. Nice. Keep it slow. I'm just trying to feel that continuous motion. Good hand. Feel the press. You're pushing that body away. Legs drive the body. Remember that pivot as we push through the hips. Okay, nice. That's how the body opens out. Legs are driving. Hips are coming through. Okay, nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Arms are just hanging, and then they just come to us. Okay? Make sure we try and feel that. The handle's just coming. It's not a pull. Yes, we've got a bit of pressure on it, but it's that hang, and then just the draw and the natural momentum after the body. Good. Really good. Nice. Okay, hold this. Nice maintaining rhythm. Work the drive. Remember to feel that relaxation on the recovery. Really good. Yeah, good rhythm. Stay nice and loose. Yeah, right to the line. Okay, good. It's a nice, easy first set. Okay, I'm getting a sweat on. Pretty warm here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so we've really got to work on this rhythm. We're always talking about it. Okay, that really good connection, the sequencing of the stroke, how the legs drive the body, and the arms are just hanging, coming to us. Okay, we'll really focus the front turns, and because we're going to be going up and down on this next one, we're going to have to get away from pausing at the finish. We're going to have to change the rhythm on the way back down. Okay, so I'll talk you through it. Be nice and easy. So this one's just 2 minutes at 20, then 22, 20, 22, 20. Okay, here we go. Right into it. So we're on the 20. So when we go up and down here, it might only be 2 points in rate, but when we go to that 22, we're going to find we have the acceleration. And when we come back down to this, we don't want to get into a position where we like stop and try and hold it back on the slide. Okay. So if we get the nice flowing motion now, we should be able to feel the drive time. Okay, how long is it taking you to do the drive? Think about that. The leg drive, the back, the arms hanging. Because when we go to 22, that just gets a little bit quicker. Okay. So feeling the feet, the front turn. So as we make this change, think about the hand feed around the back and also our rhythm around the front. Okay, here we go. Changing now. Just like that. So a small change. Good rhythm. Rolling in and away. Around the front. No stopping at the catch. We roll in and away. Feel the compression. Good. Nice solid press. This is a good training rate. This is where we do our aerobic building. Okay. Always looking to squeeze out another split if you can. See if we can maintain it. Focus the breathing. Always trying to do it without tension. Okay. Okay, nice hands around the finish. So when we go back down, just feel the drive time a little bit longer. Here we go. Now, and then move. Okay, so we go a little bit away from that acceleration to feeling a little bit more time with the pressure. Okay, good. Still moving the hands. Okay, so we're trying to find the speed. Nice, feel the push and the swing and the patience coming forward. Good. Feel that roll around the front. We get the connect. Nice. So rolling in and around. We're nicely set, nice and elastic and loose. Tension out of the shoulders. Okay. So let's feel the change up. Let's move those hands quicker. Leg drive becomes a bit faster. Okay, up to 22. First one. Now. Here it is. Just a subtle change, okay? Without working harder, we just got more speed. Always the key. Just work more freedom first before we have to add power. Good. Nice. Now we just hold this momentum and this rhythm. We let the feet feel the pressure come forward. Seat comes underneath us. Yeah, nice. Good hang. Good flow. Okay. Coming back down. Just remember a little bit more time with the drive. There it is. Now, back to 20. Patience on the recovery. Okay, so that difference in the drive, it's just more feeling the push rather than feeling the down speed. Okay? Acceleration, trying to get the knees down quicker. This one we're trying to feel the whole body and the sequence. Getting pushed back. Good. Feel that longer time with the hang. Good. Opening out. Nice flow. Hands still getting drawn back over the knee. Remember, soft knees. Good. Take this to the line. Nice. Okay, really good. Just a good little way, a workout like that, a quick interval that really helps you find that on that 22, you do feel a little bit more acceleration and speed of the legs going down, okay? And then when you go back to 20, you have to feel more of the sequence right through, okay? So this is the idea with the pyramids, is knowing, okay, it's easy to get it up by just spinning the hands a little bit, finding that acceleration. But if you have to settle back down into a rhythm, okay, rather than just stopping and then, rushing forward and holding the slide back too much, you get back into that rhythm and groove, okay? Right, here we go, third set. So 20, 22, 24, 22, 20, here we go. Now, so back onto 20. So we just go up for three sections, and we come back down. So getting back onto this training pace. You should feel that flow. Feeling the weight in the hands as we push away. That connection. Good. Nice. Okay, nice, good, active, solid push. Using our body weight. Individuals. Remember to drive the leg. Body comes through the hips. Arms are always hanging under the armpit. And they just come to the body. Nice. So the seat comes underneath us, up to the front. Getting that elastic stretch with the chain. Trying to keep the shoulders just in front of the hips. As much as we can so we get this whip through here with the body. Okay, up to 22. Now, there it is, just that freedom. So feel the hang again, feel the push. Let's feel the leg connection, feel the relationship. Feet, legs, and hands. Okay, feel it now. The feet are connected, the hands are holding the handle, and the legs are driving the machine. Excuse me. Okay, and we keep feeling that, and then we feel the bodies getting driven with the legs while the hands are still hanging. Right from the front. We don't need to really load it at the catch, we just got to move around, feel the connect. Build that power through the middle. So up to 24. Let's move things a little bit freer. Here we go. Now, remember how free we are. Hands. Leg speed. Yeah, good push. Good momentum. Always thinking the hands is our easy free speed. Nice. Remember just tapping it along. We've got the speed there. Move with the flywheel. Good. Nice rhythm and flow. Drawn forward with the chain. Good. Right, down to 22 now. A little bit more time on the drive. Still keeping the speed around the back. Good. Hold this. Good, maintaining this rating. Finding the rhythm. Okay, good. Let's focus this front end again. Rolling in and around. Around the front. Good hand speed. Be patient as we come forward. Breathing into it. Feeling the drive time. Okay, at the 22 drive time. Good. Okay, so we're about to go down. Just remember it's a little bit longer on the stroke. Still holding the rhythm. Here we go. Down to 20 now. So the leg drive's just a bit more active as we push all the way back. We're driving at 20 rate. Okay, it does feel slower and longer than what we've been doing. Remember the keys. Long arms. Feel the body coming through to the finish. Good. Nice. Hang. Patience. Yeah, good carry. While we leave the arms out long. Feet. Feel the pressure on the balls of the feet through here all the way. As we push, we don't just go push and then let it off the feet. The feet should have pressure right through to there. Okay, good. Finish this off nicely. Great, okay. Really good. Now you will find, and I'm sure you've had to deal with it in different ways, if you've never done pyramid stuff before, when I talk about this drive as it comes down in rate, because we do go from quite a quick drive to bring the body through to a bit more time coming through. Okay, and that's just what happens, you know, when you start off at 20, you realize that this is the drive time right through here, and this is the hand speed and rhythm to find our ratio at 20. Then it changes all the way up. But of course, coming back down, you're like, crikey, okay, how do I slow it down without losing my rhythm and my ratio and my flow? Okay, and that's the key to being able to go up and down in rating. Okay, here we go. Last set. Moving into 20 now. So we go 20, 22, 24, 26, and then back to 22. So it's a relatively easy, just increase through this one, and then just one coming back down. Okay. So we're just going to find our rhythm and flow. We're going to get the appreciation on this last set for the drive time. Okay, so even now, think about it. Okay, we put a certain amount of pressure. We find the flow coming forward. The flywheel slows down. And then we pick it up. Okay, there it is. And just that tiny little bit of extra time just slows that flywheel enough that the drive does feel slightly stronger. Okay, I won't say heavier, I'll say it feels stronger. So we connect the legs, the back comes off the legs as we drive it all back as one. And then we have that patience coming forward. Good. So when we make this change up to 22, remember, just the drive now becomes less stronger and more accelerated. Here we go. Now 22. We've still got the hand. We've still got the power in the legs. The knees just have to go down quicker. The body has to come in a bit faster. Fractionally more than that 20. There it is. Nice. Okay, good. Feel the hang. Really connect around the front. A nice rhythm around that turn. Both turns. Stay nice and loose. Good hand speed. Around the finish. Okay, up to 24. Nice easy change. On this one. Now. The rhythm. So feeling that leg speed now. Hand speed. The easiest way to explain how we go up is that we're only adding small percentages of power. Okay? We don't go from 20 rate and adding a certain amount of power and then doubling the power, let's say 26. We're actually only adding about 5-10% of power. So everything's about the rhythm, the flow, the momentum, the speed that we move. Okay? The efficiencies we create. And we just move with it. Nice and open. Relax shoulders. And because we're not adding a huge amount of power, you just got to do it better, quicker, have better efficiency. Okay, going up to 26. 2 minutes, here we go. Now, remember, just tap. Don't add any power. Just move quicker. Free the hands up. And look at that. More speed. All we're doing is moving quicker. Good hang. Breathe into it. Yeah, good. Round the back, round the front. Elastic. Remember, don't hammer the body with the handle. Move it around. Rolling up onto the feet. Good. Hold this, pull the change down. Okay. Moving back to 22. Drive time, this one. Now, length. Good flow. Patience. Feel the push. It's still got acceleration. It's just not the same as 26. Good. Sitting tall. Coming down to the last minute of the session. Really good work, guys. Breathe into it. Finish it off well. Good patience. Heads up. Chest up. Nice and loose. Holding that pressure. Holding your splits. Yeah, really good. All the way to the line. Finish it off. Great. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Paddle it out for a bit. Keep it moving. It's getting a bit sweaty towards the end of that. Okay, really good. Good little session. Okay. It's all right at that aerobic training zone. Okay, that whole session. But while we're doing it, we're just trying to get that appreciation, especially in a session like this. It's just really the appreciation for how the drive affects the stroke. Okay, so let's just go back in your menu. Just save your workout to your menu. Okay, so what I was getting on about while we were doing that, I'll just give that debrief now, is that when you do feel 20, okay, 20 rate, it's quite powerful. Okay, it opens up and you really feel the whole pressure right to the finish. Okay, and this is where a lot of people get the whole into the finish. Okay, so while we're trying to get rid of that bang into the body, we've got the real feeling that the whole stroke is driven towards the back, okay? And then as we go up in rate, as I said in that last set, you're already doing a certain amount of watts, and you're only going to change a couple of splits, which might be, say, 20 watts. So that's probably 10%, whatever it could be. So you're not going a hell of a lot harder, but how do we do that efficiently? Because the muscles, yes, they're going to be working more. So you're already producing quite a good amount of power. So this is just where the whole acceleration comes in. And we pick the front and the legs go down a bit quicker, okay? And the back comes in a bit quicker. So while we're not actually adding more power, things are just happening more and slightly quicker. And then as we do it, you know, obviously the rate gets quicker. We just push a little bit faster. And we're just moving quicker with it, okay? And that's why in this one it's quite tricky, because we don't tend to do a lot of stuff where we go up in rate and then have to go back onto a rhythm. Okay, we do a little bit with the 4-in-1 changes, but we normally take 30 seconds or so to go, okay, take a breath, because we've just spiked the heart rate. Whereas this one, it's about rhythm. Okay, so it's a slightly different workout. So we find that rhythm at that 22, 24, and then we've got to feel like, okay, actually my legs are still moving quick, but I've actually still got to have the time to bring the rating back down. And we don't want to get into a position where we drive and then we're like here and we're trying to hold it back on the slide and be and doing this, because that's just the artificialness of a stroke. Okay, we still want to have that flow, that continuous motion around the back, around the slide, around the drive, that one ratio to keep the drive going. But at the same time, we're also looking to bring that rating back down. Okay, so a quirky little session. Love to know the feedback on it and any suggestions, because it is something that a lot of people don't actually do a lot of, and they can actually find that it is difficult to be able to hit speeds or to get the ratio. You know, and there was a couple of points in there where I was struggling. I was like, okay, actually, I need to, the rating's still a point higher every now and again. Okay, how do I get that without slowing my drive too much, while still having the speed and still having the flow to keep the flywheel turning over, not being artificial around the front. Okay, so really good little situation there to be able to do that. Okay, right. So I'm just going to try and find our chat. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have a look at what Mark's got to say. Thanks, Eric. Great workout. Let's say you do a 2-minute split at 20. Yep. Do you look for a decreased split every time you go up and stroke? Yes. Okay, so the best way is if whatever you're holding, and this is why, as I say before, you go up in stroke rate, and really the stroke rate increase is what creates your speed. Okay, so yes, you do put a little bit more power in, but it's not much. Okay, percentage wise, it's tiny. As I say, 5%, if that, 10% maybe. So what you're doing, you know, and if I was to do this in a situation like an elite athlete, okay, we train at 300 watts for our training pace. Okay, but when we would do like a 2K, I'm pretty sure it's only about 430 watts, maybe 440, 450. Okay, so that's not a double the amount of watts. And we're going from training to 100%, okay, max out. So that's what you've got to see, is that there's only a small amount of difference between them, okay? So the whole reason is that as you create that speed, yes, you're adding a little bit more power because the muscles have to work more per minute. So you're just looking for that increase in speed. And the biggest thing that people don't realize when they're on the rowing machine is just by freeing things up, looking for the acceleration and the rating, you'll get more speed. Okay, and this is really why you get the fact that you get a lot of people sitting on the rowing machines and they're sitting at 26, 28 and they're just zipping up and down because, yes, it's nice. Okay, you can get reasonably good speed and they'll do 20 minutes and they'll be like, yeah, man, that was really good. Okay, but if we actually pulled them back and said, well, hang on, let's just do it at 20 and then we'll create into some 22, we could make you go even faster. Okay, so it's the ability to get this rhythm at the low rates and just move through them all the way up, all the way up, all the way up is what's going to get you that good score at the end of the day. Okay, rather than just like punching it along as quick as you can, there's so much work and the technique focus on this and the efficiency at the same time, which is always what you'll be hearing me talk about, the momentum, the relaxation, the rolling forward, use the chain, all of that. Okay, so just as you go up in the rate, yes, the speed will drop a little bit. How much is really just dependent on the workout and how much, like, probably extra that you're giving it. Gerard, today's session was excellent. Thank you. McMania, thank you. Sweet. Love the variation workouts. Yep, that's exactly right. I'm just trying to throw in a whole bunch, you know. So for you guys, if you want to go back over and redo any of them, we might do a bit of speed work stuff next week. Yep, it'll be a little bit of a later session, so I'll have a bit more time to warm up, work into it. Sorry about the UK peaks. You'll probably have to do it a bit later. So yeah, that's what we'll look at probably next week. Maybe some longer, medium, maybe 1-2 minute pieces, something like that. Could be a bit of a laugh. David, thanks. My first session, really enjoyed it. Thanks, tips along the way. Awesome. Thanks, David. Mate, there's a ton of workout back on the board, so you'll never get bored. Okay, and remember, jump onto that asensei, and you'll get a hell of a lot more there as well. Thanks, Eric and Mark. And when you go down in SPMs, do you hold the split time you're reaching? So yes, okay, so that's a good one. Mark asked a really good question there, everyone. Are you trying to hold the same speed when you go back and down? Ultimately, yeah, if you can, but you won't be able to. Okay, so if we just use some round numbers here and you say what Mark said, you're doing 2-minute splits at 20. So if you go to a 159, 158 at 22, maybe a 158, 157, whatever it is at 24, maybe 156. Now, if you're trying to hold that again when you go back down to 20, you might be able to do it, but you're going to be borderline on the cut between really overpowering it and not actually feeling the rhythm. So if you can maintain a slow go back to where you were, that's better than just trying to muscle it out. And if you can hold the speed, that's great. But what that does is it means that now you've got to try and hold that at every time you go to 20. Okay, so it's just the ability in here, in your thinking and yourself, to watch it and to feel, okay, it shouldn't just slow down straight away. It might take 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Because as you keep the speed tapping over and you're looking for that length in the stroke and the speed of the drive, it will slowly slow down. Okay, so it generally does. But ultimately, if you can hold it for a certain period of time, that's perfect. But there is probably no way that you can actually hold that speed if you've been to 24 and then to be able to hold it back at 20 without overworking it. Okay. And the session today wasn't about the overworking. Sometimes we could, sometimes we might do workouts where we're like, okay, we just want max power at this for 2 minutes. That's fine, but not today. Okay. Brilliant. Great workout. Thanks, Hugh. It does expose the points you're trying to make. Absolutely. Toughest session I've ever done is 40 seconds max with 20 seconds rest. Yeah. Is that one of my ones, Gerard? Yeah, I know. Wow, mate, that's a killer. And how often should it be done? Once a month. If Gerard, here's a thing for you. So you've done 3 sets of 6. Okay, maybe try 2 sets of 12 or 2 sets of 10. That'll really put you in a world of hurt. Okay. The more you can do back to back, the harder it becomes. Okay, while you're doing them with max, trust me. Okay, and then if you can get out to 2 sets of 15, give me a call. Okay, right. Okay, team. Thanks for that. As I say, real bit of a quirky session today. Really enjoyed it. Just the pyramid stuff of it. Now we can do, ultimately longer pyramid sessions are really good. We can get out to like 20 minutes changing. You just go up and down. You can do like a real sort of wave session. You just keep going up and down and up and down and up and down for like 20 minutes. And that works out really, really well. And you can do it for even longer. Crikey, you can go out to even half an hour or more if you want. But it's always this, okay? The one thing I think you'll find with every session that we've done, every session that you've probably been here with me, is that it's always changing, okay? Even though there might be some times where we sit there for 10 minutes at a certain rate, okay, we're focusing technique then. But then when we're always changing rate, we're always changing our thinking, we're always changing our focus, because the only way for us to get better is to actually be thinking about what we're doing and to try things, because ultimately you've got to be, we're probably not too bad here. You want to be vulnerable. You want to be looking to fail. You want to be looking and saying, okay, no, that doesn't work for me. Okay, how do I do it differently? I've got to be trying something new, because we're always learning. We're always progressing. We're always trying to find that little bit of magic that makes it better, makes it easier, makes us go faster, whatever that might be. Okay, and so that's why we're always mixing things up, because you've got to just keep switched on. Okay, I know for a fact, and it happened to me all the time, and I had to really work on it hard when I was sitting there for hours on end on these rowing machines at just a singular rate. And you used to go and just think about, oh, I can't wait to have that lasagna for dinner. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, oh shit, I'm actually on the rowing machine, or man, I'm really tired. What am I doing on the weekend? And so if you can stop your mind wavering as much, then ultimately you're always looking for that benefit and that technical change, always for that improvement. Okay, better for everyone. Awesome. Okay, thanks, team. Till next week, just remember that sequence of times. We just rotate between this time, this weekend, and then next week. So we'll just go back and forward, back and forward. Next week's at 9:30 a.m. New Zealand, which is 1:30 Western, whatever coast that is in America. So yeah, sorry, the UK peeps might miss out next week, but they'll have to catch it up when they wake up first thing in the morning. Okay, Monday mornings. So other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Remember, stay safe, social distance, wear a mask. COVID's real. Okay, we know that now. Okay, brilliant. Okay, thanks a lot, team. Enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.